Hello, beautiful people. My name is Athol, and this is Relationship Momentum. So today, it's a Tuesday, so beginning of my week, I am having a lot of coaching calls today, and I'm somewhat frazzled and burnt from the amount I've done today. And I kind of want to talk about the calls in very, very general senses, because the calls today very much fell into two distinct groups. The first group, if you could think of the relationship problem as being like a house. They're coming to me where their houses need a whole bunch of sort of cosmetic work, okay, work on your fitness, dress better, use a little game, and some structural problems with the house. Okay, we have some cracks in the foundation, we need to work on the roof, we need to fix this wall, maybe this needs to be, this house needs to be a little bigger. And these are all fixable and workable, and there's a process, but there's some real hope, and you see genuine progress relatively quickly as the cosmetic and structural stuff is worked on. And on the other group of calls that I have, you see that same thing of needing cosmetic work and some structural work, but there's also an affair situation, and that's like the house is also on fire. So it needs a new roof and it's also on fire. Now, I'm not saying that affair situations can't be fixed and you can't come back from them, because you certainly can. It's a long road, but you can. But the level of complexity and the level of difficulty and stress and drama is so much greater once you throw an affair situation into the mix. And I can look at my calls today, and if I could switch, the affair situation from this guy to that one, and just the cosmetic and structural stuff from this guy to that one, I think we would probably see a similar level of success if we switch the affair situations around. So you have to know, and I don't want to feel like I'm everybody's Jiminy Cricket moralizing here, but you have to know, if you're faced with a choice in your relationship where you can cheat, where you can have an affair, where you can go to this place, you have to know that you are really rolling the dice on your relationship ever being fixable, that you may be making the decision to, if not end your marriage, to certainly really cripple your marriage for potentially years, doing this thing that's going to perhaps last one night or a week or a month or whatever it is. So before you make that choice to do that, before you want to escalate to that position, you really have to think. Because like I say, the situations are fixable, but the level of difficulty just goes up and the odds get smaller, and it's so much harder, and there's so much more work and expense and time and effort into fixing things. Before you cheat, before you have an affair with someone, it is totally in your best interest to run up the flag, shout as loud as you can, really upset the apple cart to get your partner's attention that you're not happy in the relationship, to give them one big fair warning shot across the bow. And that might work and it might not. Now, but I think it's certainly worth a shot. So that's about it. Like I say, marriages and relationships, they can be fun, they can be wonderful. We all face temptations now and then. We just don't have to escalate it to cheating. So that's about it. I'm having a busy, productive day. I hope you're having a busy, productive day too. And we will talk tomorrow.